Alrighty. What's up, everybody? My beautiful peeps. What's going on, you sexy bitches? It is I, still under the weather, but still strong and sexy. Right, ladies? It is I, Peter Joseph, here for a late Thursday night video. Once again, right here on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there. You know where it is, in hell, otherwise known as the description box below. Excuse me. On this very channel and my other channels down there as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish, but if you leave stupid comments, you're out of here. You go bye-bye. Especially somebody who left a really dumb comment on my community post about Hulk Hogan brother and his little speech tonight. Just saying. Racist Hogan brother. Get out of there. I don't want it. Get out of here. We know Hogan's a racist. Who cares? He's still an American. A real American. Brother. But anyway. Bye-bye to you, sir. Go fuck yourself. And go snort cocaine with Joe Biden or do something. Or whatever. But in any case, leave stupid comments like that. You go bye-bye. So long, farewell. Banished to the shadow realm, never to be heard from again. But if you want to make 6,000 more accounts, go ahead. They're going to be blocked every single time. And if you don't like it, cry to your mama, bitch. And that's pretty much it. For all you other people that are actual real Americans and good people and not idiots, then you can comment at will. And that's pretty much it on this video, any video from the past, present, or the future, Conan. And that's pretty much it. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also gotta be real there. If not, Block City, you go. That's that. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that goddamn bell. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because you miss anything, well, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. And that's pretty much it. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, and all that other good shit. And if this is your first time watching, if you're just here for the very first time, you're just floating around YouTube at this late night, and you see my gorgeous, sexy face, because you know you love it, you want more of it, right, ladies? Hoorah. Then, you like the content, you like wrestling, music, a little politics here and there, not much, but like music, movies, sports, anything else, then hit that subscribe button on this channel, my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Hit that bell so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you are missing some videos here and there, then unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell again. Hopefully that works for you. If not, blame the douchebags at YouTube. One day they'll fix this website. But by the time that happens, we'll probably all be dead. Most of us, not all of us, but most of us would be dead. But it is what it is. And that's that. And if you do subscribe, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a nice cold beverage. It's water, of course. I'm sick, so I gotta drink some water. I was drinking Pepsi earlier, but now I gotta drink some stuff because I'm going to bed. So I just took my cold medication because I am still under the weather. Nice cool cold as fuck glass of ice water. My throat's starting to get a little scratchy. But that's that. So grab a nice cold one, whatever you got. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Thursday night, July the 18th, 2024, or for my replay crew, my great, sexy people on the replay crew, it is now July the 19th, 2024, 5 days from a great day in, my neck of the woods, not my birthday. My birthday's way in advance. What's a certain someone's birthday, but I'll just leave it like that. But anyway, on this July 19th, hope everybody had a great Thursday. Getting close to the weekend. We'll pretty much hit the weekend right now. We're at the midpoint of July. We're getting closer and closer, about 12, as of this video, 12 days away from the end of July and beginning, the dog days of August. And it's probably going to be hot as fuck. Right now, it was less humid today, not that hot. Tomorrow, going to be beautiful. This weekend's going to be beautiful. And then it's going to get a little hot by the end of the week. Next weekend's going to be back up to 90. No wonder I'm getting sick. The way it is, summer. That's the way summer is. I'm getting the summer heat, the summer blues, and it's like that great song. There ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Yeah. Rock on. Anyway, so we got that. So I'm having a little bit of the summertime blues, a little depressed here and there, but doing good. You know, just got some personal things I'm trying to take care of, and things I can't discuss here on YouTube, but just some things that affected me a little bit. But everything's gonna hopefully turn out okay, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, with me, I've been sick for the last 3, going on 4 days now. Almost all week I've been sick. I have a really congested nose. My throat's starting to, So I got a lozenge in my throat now. Nice lemon lozenge. But in any case, yeah, I got that. I got a really bad cough for the last 3 days. My throat's starting to get sore. I'm coughing up 16 lungs. I might have COVID. I don't know. Because I have maybe some mild symptoms. I don't have a fever. The last couple of days I haven't had a fever. I mean, this morning I was 98.5. I just checked it earlier, like 5-10 minutes ago. And I'm 99.0. So, little bit of a fever. It's still normal, but it's a little bit above normal, but like 0.4. So, maybe it's just the heat in my house, Just the lights I have are so fucking hot. So I can't turn them off because you won't be able to see me, but, I have to keep them on. But eventually I'll get there and get those changed. But, I mean, the heat is off in my house. It just feels like so fucking hot in here. Even on a hot day, it could be 90 degrees outside my house. Inside my house feels like 115. Not really, but it feels like that's hot. It's like a sauna. It's like insane. I can't open a window because more heat will come in, even though there's a strong breeze coming in. It's insane. So, I might have to turn off my boiler, which I don't really want to do because I've had problems with it. Turning it back on during the winter, it's just annoying. But I have to see what happens with all that. But yeah, so I'm under the weather. I might have COVID. I hope not. I'm going for a rapid test tomorrow just to make sure, just to be safe. Pretty much my plans I had for this weekend out the door. Because I want to rest. I want to get healthy. I want to infect anybody. God forbid I do have COVID. I have to sleep on the couch because I can't with the woman. She might have to get tested too. Who knows? I know all you trolls like, hey, I hope you get COVID. Or I hope you do too. But I digress. But if I get it, if I get it now, at least I got it now. But, I could be sick now, have COVID, and I'll be fine in 3 days. I don't have Wolverine's type of healing factor, because I'm getting older. Remember how Wolverine got older and his healing factor started and you didn't know why? If you watched the last Wolverine movie. Oh, there's a spoiler. Sorry. Anyway, we move on with that. But yeah, so let's see what happens tomorrow. I gotta go to physical therapy. Then I have to run over to see if I can get the test, depending on how many people are there. Because there's a lot of people. Forget it. I'm gonna just wait. I just rather get at the doctor next week when I was supposed to go today to the doctor, but, you know, I got an email this morning from the doctor. They said, "Oh, we sent it yesterday." I'm like, "Oh, I never checked my email yesterday, sorry." So I just got it this morning. I woke up and I got the email, and it said, "Don't come in today, you gotta reschedule." I'm like, okay. So I called. They said, "Oh, the doctor's not seeing patients this week. Probably sick too, who knows." COVID's back, I heard. That's not good. Now, President Biden has it. So now, when you get it, you have to get some shot with a P in it. God forbid it has things that you're allergic to, so you're fucked pretty much. But yeah, but at least it prevents COVID from spreading and getting worse, and you'll be fine in a couple of days with rest, mostly rest. You can't go anywhere. Still do things, but you have to kind of isolate yourself, like normal CDC rules. Well, they changed it now. I think you have to isolate for, I think 3 days to a week. I don't know what it is now. I remember when it first started, you couldn't go out for like a week to almost 2 weeks. You couldn't get out of your house, unless you had a doctor appointment. Yeah, you had to wear a mask and all that shit. But I mean, I think now you still kind of have to wear your mask, like around people. Inside, or if you have to go outside to a doctor appointment, wear a mask just in case, because you don't want to infect those people. But in any case, yeah, I'm gonna get a COVID a rapid test tomorrow, so I can get it the same day. And if I have COVID, then at least they can say, "Oh, you got COVID. We have to give you a shot." I'm like, give me the shot already. Shoot me up with that mutant gin. Make me a mutant again. Not that I already am, but yeah. So let's see what happens with that. I'm praying another negative. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. But I had plans this weekend. I was really supposed to go out Sunday. Then I changed it to Saturday, but now my Saturday plans are gone, so I can't do nothing this weekend. So I'm stuck in the house with the missus, watching Netflix, Cobra Kai. Ooh, Cobra Kai Season 6 started off with a Gilmore Color like bang! Woo! I mean, this season is going to be great. I'm not going to give any spoilers for those of you who haven't seen it yet, because it just came out. First couple episodes. But it looks like it's going to kick ass. I can only imagine what the finale is going to be. The final episode. I assume it's going to be Daniel, Chosen, Mike Barnes is in it. Of course, he came in Season 5 at the end. I think it's going to be like Miyagi-Do and all the other dojos with them, like Johnny Lawrence Dojo and Chosen and Mike Barnes going up against freaking Mr. Silver's Cobra Kai and basically whipping the fuck out of them at the next year's tournament, because whatever might happen in Season 5, I'm not going to go there, but if you have seen it, you will not. If you've seen it, you know. If you haven't, well, go watch Season 5 then. It's very, very interesting. That Season 5 is just... So this year is the final season of Cobra Kai. I heard they're doing spin-offs. Eventually, probably next year they'll be doing spin-offs. I don't know with what. With who and with who and what's going to be called. I like them to do a spin-off with just Johnny. Like the upbringings of Johnny before he went into Cobra Kai. Because we kind of seen when Cobra Kai first started, we saw Johnny, coming in. He's like, "Oh, you, LaRusso." And he kind of gets with Daniel's chick, what's her name? Allie, I think. Tries to get with her, and she sees Daniel again. Daniel's like smitten, like, "Well, I'm married." And then Johnny gets with one of his students' mother bangs the crap out of her. And then he has a problem near the end. Like, I've never had that happen before in my life. Premature ejaculation. You know what? Sucks for you, Johnny. I guess that Latina pussy was too good. He couldn't hold out, Miguel. Yeah, he banged Miguel's mom. It is what it is. But that show has been for the first 5 seasons, and this season is just another banger. So go, if you haven't watched Cobra Kai yet, go back to season 1. Because if you watch it now, you're going to miss everything. You're like, wait a minute, how did he get here? Trust me, you will like it. And you'll thank me later. But anyway, moving on. So we got that. We had the Republican National Convention today. Oh, those speeches were great. Hogan's speech alone was the highlight of the night. Ripping off his shirt. Those real Trump mania, brother! And he's calling Trump supporters Trumpites now. Trumpites? Linda McMahon was there. Why? I don't know. Kid Rock was there. Dana White with a pretty good speech. Who else? There's a lot of people there. Eric Trump said some great things about his dad. And then Trump comes on, like around, I think it was around 10:15, around 10 to 10:30, somewhere in that area. He goes on for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. Longest speech in freaking convention history. He just went on and on and on. But he was talking some sense and making, he was providing facts, even though the idiots at CNN, their stupid nerd of a fact checker, say, oh, he said this is wrong, false, 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 false. You know what I call bullshit. That guy is probably a Biden supporter. I bet. But in any case, Biden's like, it's like, what saved me is God was on my side. That's why I'm here. I should not be here right now. And the fans are like, and the people are like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. It was great. And he's giving praise to Hogan. Funny fuck. Praising Bob. Kid Rock. It was great. Went on for a little bit too long. I understand. Yeah, it went on for like an hour and a half, dude. I gotta go to the bathroom here. But he had a pretty good speech. And now, we're done with the Republican National Convention. Now, Trump is going to go to Nevada. He's going to do some more campaigning for the next couple months. As far as Sleepy Joe goes, well, he's got to deal with COVID right now. But once he's better, I think the Democratic National Convention starts, I think, not next week. I think the week after that. I don't even know where it is. I don't care. We ever see if he's even going to be on the ballot. Because right now, who knows? It could be him. It could be that bitch Kamala Harris going after him. At least Kamala Harris, give her some credit. Give her a little bit of credit. She actually, praised J.D. Vance, and they're going to have a debate. Oh, that's going to be good. I think that'll be the actual debate I want to watch in September, whenever that debate is. I hope JD knocks her out, basically. Gives us facts. Kamala Harris probably talking about, oh, Jimmy Biden, this and that. How much more ass can you kiss? For a dumb bitch that doesn't do anything. I mean, seriously, what has she done in 4 years? Anyone? Bueller? What has she done? Just sits there, Mr. Trump. And then she stands up, it's great, Mr. Trump, it's great. Then she has her husband basically does nothing either. Oh, I support my wife. Yeah. Your wife that does nothing for this country. What a waste of a vice president that was. Horrible. Well, at least now, hopefully, by the time we hit November 5th, November 6th, whatever. November is November 5th, whatever it is. as soon as we hit election day, I hope and pray like we don't get 4 more years of those two bitches. I swear to God, I can't. I'm not gonna like be like all these people like, I'm gonna move out of the country. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be American. I have to put up with this shit for 4 more years. But probably won't be in New York. I'll have to put up with it in a different state. Whether it be DeSantis country or a different a different city. A different state, I should say. Don't have to be DeSantis country. It could be, Mr. Gavin Newsom in California. Who knows? I don't like that guy either, but at least be going to somewhere warm. Where? You won't know. But it is what it is. So we got that. So Trump, thank God, it was just a great speech. Went on too long. I admit that. I think it should have went on for at least 45 minutes tops, not 92 minutes. I was like, oh God, this guy just shut up. But all these people are like, yeah, fight. It felt like Kevin Steen was gonna come out. Fight, Steen, fight. But yeah, we got all that and a whole bag of chips. So if you haven't seen it, they'll be replaying it now on CNN tomorrow, the whole weekend, probably into next week. But it is what it is. We're off and running, and that's it for that. All right, enough about politics and all that other bullshit. Mets schedule came out today, like I said earlier in my first video, which you can watch down below. The link will be down below to my AEW review from earlier today. Let's check that out. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends. So I mentioned that. I mentioned the Mets schedule for next year. And they got 6 games against the Skankies, not 4 anymore. Like we had this year and I think last year too. Now it's going back to 6. So, yep, get ready for that. The Mets and Yankees play Tuesday and Wednesday at that dump of a stadium in the Bronx. I hope the Mets sweep them again. That'd be nice. Put the Yankees way out of their misery now. They're still in it. They still have the first wild card by a lot, but I don't know by a lot, but they haven't been playing good at all. June was a horrible month for them. July, not so much either. Mets had an amazing, no pun intended, amazing month of June. July has started up pretty well. They lost the last game. Big deal. Big deal. And, Alonso had a really shouldn't even been in the home run derby. 13 horrible home runs. Should have never been there. It was just a waste of him doing that. Like, I want to be in the home run derby because I got 19 home runs. Big deal. You have 19 home runs. Great for you. But you laid a stinker in the home run derby? No wonder your name is being brought up in trades. No wonder. They want to trade him to a contender. I don't think they're going to trade him at all. He's a free agent. So hopefully the Mets give him his bag and money. And, we're 10 days away from the trade deadline. The Mets are looking for some bullpen help. They got a guy from the Giants. I think his last name is Young. Don't know him. Don't care about him. Every time I see I think the Mets get somebody that I have no idea who it is, I write in the comments, who? And they get Senga back for the Brave series next weekend. That could be huge. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so we're going to have a pretty productive weekend, hopefully. In the Metland, they return tomorrow. I forgot who they even play tomorrow. Yankees back in action tomorrow as well. Baseball is back tomorrow. Yay! Second half of the season. Let's go Mets. Alright, on this I'm getting close to late Thursday night on the Peter Joseph channel. I'm Peter Joseph, by the way. You knew that. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, sports, and all that good shit. You like it? Great. Sit your ass down and get out of here. Well, pretty much get out of here. And if you don't like it, tough shit. That's that. Alright, on this late Thursday night, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review. For this past Tuesday, July the 16th, 2024, as always, we are emanating from the Capitol Wrestling Center at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. Alright, so as of Tuesday, we are 2 weeks away from the two-night Great American Bash. As the Great American Bash is a two-night event starting next Tuesday. This Tuesday is the Go Home show. Next 2 weeks will be the Bash on Sci-Fi because of the Olympics. So, I guess what all the ratings are going to be for that. But nobody cares about Sci-Fi. Not that many people still get Sci-Fi, which is weird. I think everybody should have Sci-Fi on your local cable station, local cable provider, unless if you have Dish or DirecTV or Roku or whatever you have, you should get Sci-Fi. If not, well, call your local cable provider and say, "Hey, give me Sci-Fi, bitch," please. But yeah, so 2 weeks on the Bash on Sci-Fi, then back to the USA Network on August the 13th, I believe. We got that, and after the Bash, the NXT is going to be rolling along until the next pay-per-view, No Mercy, September the 1st, which is Labor Day weekend, day after Bash in Berlin. And then after that, they're going to be going towards Halloween Havoc, October the 27th, in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Another great day for reasons. But I digress on that. Well, Kelly Osbourne's birthday too, but yeah. That's one of the reasons, but the other one I'm not telling you. But in any case, we get that. So lots of stuff coming your way. I did hear a rumor that Fall Brawl, an old WCW favorite, Fall Brawl War Games. Well, War Games ain't coming back. Fall Brawl will be coming back, and I heard Hunter might announce that Fall Brawl is coming back as the next September pay-per-view, September the 14th. Which I think is a Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday. So, it's pretty much the week after All Out. So, after September, they got Bad Blood after that one. So, I won't mind Fall Brawl coming back, but you can't have Fall Brawl without War Games. But now, if you bring War Games back to Fall Brawl, then what are you going to do with Survivor Series? Survivor Series the last few years has had War Games. For the men and the women. You can't just take that out of Survivor Series. Just for Fall Brawl purposes. Or you have two pay-per-views with War Games matches. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't know. We'll see what Hunter does. If it does happen. It might just be an event. It might not even be a pay-per-view. We might be stuck with a whole month of September with nothing besides NXT No Mercy. As we lead up into Bad Blood on October the 5th. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But there is a rumor that Fall Brawl will be coming back as a pay-per-view for the main roster. September the 14th. But check the dirt sheets. It might just be a rumor. Like everything else on the internet is. But it is what it is, and that's that. Oh, quick little sad note. Bob Newhart died today. Ugh. And I grew up watching the Newhart show. Another 80s show. Great show. But Bob Newhart has passed away today. I will do a video tomorrow about it. I can't do it now because I'm tired as fuck. But I couldn't do it earlier because I was sick as fuck. But I had some energy, or as Rosa would say, energy. Energy? Yeah, I said energy. I had some energy to put up my AEW review. Now I'm putting up my NXT review, and tomorrow I'm going to do the Bob Newhart tribute video, and I'm going to do TNA Ring of Honor, And then hopefully, if I have enough energy, I'll do SmackDown and Rampage. And then the weekend probably would be just Collision, unless something else comes up that week during the weekend. But besides Collision, that's pretty much it. Oh, and Slammiversary is this weekend too. I can do Slammiversary predictions. Probably do Saturday afternoon because it's on. I think it's on a Saturday night. I don't think it's on Friday night. Pretty much, I think it's Saturday night. So it's going head-to-head with Collision. Oh. But I will do predictions. I am going to do a review of that, whether it be Saturday night or Sunday. I'm trying to keep my Sunday open, but we'll see. So I want to, like I said, have more rest and relax. Might do a little yard work, even though I can't do much because my back is so fucked up. And I have to go for a follow-up to my pain management doctor on Tuesday. It's not going to look good. I mean, I'm not in that much pain, but my like the middle, I would say like the middle part of my back now is hurting less is more than my lower back. So I might need shots in my upper back. I might need to get another epidural on that part of the body. Ugh. It never ends. I'm getting old. I'm brittle. I look like shit. But I still look good. And I still can kick your ass. But that's another story for another time. I might be old, but I can still kick your ass. But it is what it is. And that's that. So, yeah. Prayers for your boy. That's all I ask. And if not, for all you dumbasses who just want me dead, well, fuck you, because you're going to get it too. And when it happens to you before me, I'll be happy. That's all I got to say about that. Moving on. And that's not wishing death. That's just karma coming back to bite all you assholes in the... Well, bite all you assholes in the asshole. Major asshole. Yeah. But we got that. Alright, now, let's get to the review, because I talked way too much. Alright, NXT from this past week was pretty good. As we lead into the Bash. Nothing announced yet, but that's some good shit. And really, NXT was invaded by TNA. Well, the first match, and then pretty much we said his name and he appeared, not once, not twice, but a lot on this show. And he's pretty much saying he's going to stay in NXT for a while. Oh, you gotta love that. Not that the ratings showed, but the ratings went down a little bit. 600 and something thousand and went down to Dynamite's rating. Woo! Love that. Almost 800,000 views. Went up 103,000 views from last week. I think the final rating was 795. 795,000 views. Tony Khan's like going crazy, like, oh, the best rating in 3 years. No, not 3 years, 3 months, I should say. Well, yeah, you know why you got 795,000 views, Tony Khan? Because of MJF and Real Ocean Spray. Everything else in the second hour, pfft. Except for Darby Allin, how you doing? I come from Seattle. I should have jumped down from the ceiling. I live in Seattle. But, anyway. So, yeah, besides Darby coming back, whoop-de-goddamn fucking do. It was a good show. Just the first hour was great. Everything else, pfft, garbage. But, yeah, this Wednesday night, from Nashville, Blood and Guts, I believe number 4. The Elite versus Team AEW. See what happens with that. And some other stuff on the show. We're moving on with that. But anyway, yeah. NXT pretty much felt like Impact. But anyway, we start off TNXT, or TNXTA, or whatever you want to call it. We had Vic Joseph, as usual, the man with a lot of candy, and Booker T. Sucker on commentary. So, we start off with the Rascals, who came back last week. Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, or slash Nash Carter, and Wes Lee, they all reunited. And they're going to be fighting Gallus, the entire Gallus faction of Mark and Joe Coffey and Wolfgang in a 6-man tag team match. And also was announced that tomorrow night, they're going to be, not Gallus, the Rascals are going to be taking on Catchpoint 3.1, which is the new Catchpoint, basically, of Mr. Ego's son, Charlie Dempsey, Miles Bourne, and Tavion Heights. Who wins that? If you say Catchpoint, I might have to hurt you. Because there's no way Catchpoint is going to beat those guys. And they brought back the Treehouse tonight on Impact. Oh, is he a hologram? And they're poking him, Book. And Wesley's like, what are you poking me for, man? Obviously didn't have the smoke, the semi-fake smoke, but they're back, and it's nice to see. But gonna be great to see him back in Wesley back in a TNA ring tomorrow. Look at that. Anyway, so the Rascals take on Gallus in a 12-minute match. Pretty good match to start the show. Fans are all happy to see him. So it starts with Mark Coffey shoving Trey Miguel down as Booker T suckers. Make sure Vic doesn't say that guy's name, but too late. Don't say his name and he'll appear. And then later on, Joe Hendry comes out. Oh yeah, say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah. Alright, so he comes down later on. Also, Booker T said he hasn't seen a trio like Gallus since the Fabulous Freebirds. You know the Freebirds? You weren't around when the Freebirds were around there, Booker T. Just saying. You know, the great Freebirds, Hall of Famers, by the way. You know, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. You know, Michael Pure Sexy Hayes. And Jimmy Garvin. Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Doom, doom, doom. You know, great theme. Probably one of the greatest themes in wrestling history. Not the greatest, I said one of. But anyway, we got that and a whole lot more. Alright, so talks about that, and then Joe Hendry comes out, joins commentary, sits next to Vic Joe, so I was waiting for him to sit next to Booker T. He's like, oh, you got something to say now? Booker T's still yapping. Bastard. Anyway, so come back for a break. Wesley avoids a charge in the corner, brings in Zachary Wentz, comes in with a missile dropkick, and then pretty much it all breaks down. Trey Miguel hits lightning spiral, which is pretty much similar to the page turner by the great woman that she is, Paige, Soraya Knight. That hits Mark, with Wolfgang making the save on the pin attempt. Then a triple dropkick puts Wolfgang on the floor, and then they all hit triple flippy dippity doos as Mr. Joe Hendry is like, impressive. So we got that. By the way, if you want to know where this comes from, impressive. Watch Star Wars. or Spaceballs, which is the same thing, but they say it differently, but that's impressive. Well, Dark Helmet was like, Lone Star, I see your impressive moves. Not as great as Star Wars, but like when the Emperor says, Young Skywalker, you impress me. Something like that. But it's better off when you hear the Emperor say it rather than Lord Helmet. It is what it is. Sir, you need it on the bridge! Knock next time! Knock! Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you play with your dolls again. Good! She gives great helmet. if I want to know if you haven't seen Spaceballs, we're not friends anymore. We cannot be friends if you have never seen Spaceballs. The missus, before when I met her, years went on, and I say, "Hey, you ever seen this movie, Spaceballs?" No. I'm like, what? I almost broke up with her right then and there. I was like, "You haven't seen Spaceballs?" No. What's Spaceballs? What's Spaceballs? I want to smack her. I'm like, what the fuck, Spaceballs? Like, Pete, tell me what it is. I'm like, okay, fine. It's a Star Wars parody, but it's funny as fuck. Anyway, it's on Netflix. Put it on Netflix. Woohoo. At first, she didn't like it, but then as the movie progressed, she was cracking up. She loved it. I knew every fucking word, so I had to keep quiet. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Let's see how well you use it. Pizza the Hut! Oh, you taste so scrumptious. It's ridiculous. It's just a timeless classic. You gotta love it. Sucks they'll never make a reboot or a reboot. No, don't do a reboot. Who are you gonna get in a reboot right now? Pretty much all of them are dead. Well, Daphne Zuniga's still alive. Lone Star's still alive. And, well, Mick Moran, Lord Helmet's still alive. I think Colonel Sanders is still alive. I'm not sure on that. There's a few characters that are still alive, and most of them are dead. Mel Brooks, I think, is still alive. I'm not sure on that, but who knows with him? He's like ancient. But we do know, Joan Rose, who played Dot, she's dead. John Candy, who played Barf. Oh, I'm sorry. Your full name! Bartholomew. He's dead. I think it was Dick Van Patten, who played, King Roland. He did. Jim J. Bullock, who played, the Sleepy Prince. He gone. I think the priest at the wedding of the second wedding of, Princess Vesper and Lone Star, I think he died. He's dead. Pretty much everybody in that movie's dead, but what is? I'm gonna marry somebody today. Now I'm gonna do the short version. Do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Good. You're married. Kiss her. I blow up my voice doing that. Excuse me. Cheers. No, I'm not gonna gargle. It's water. I could gargle, but I'm not. I'll gargle roses come later. But I digress. Moving on. So anyway, all right. After the triple dropkick puts Wolfgang on the floor, and Mr. Joe Hendry's like, "Impressive." They're getting a top rope double stomp into like a pin 1, 2, 3 on Mark. 12-minute match. Great match that it was. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so the Rascals get their first win in NXT. Fans loved it. I liked it. And Joe Hendry liked it. And that's it. Speaking of Joe Hendry, he, after the match, he says, "Gals might have won if they had only believed." Not believed. It's two different things. Believe in yourselves and believe in Joe Hendry. And then believe in Bo Dallas. Believe! I can only imagine what Monday Night Raw is going to be this week. I haven't heard anything yet, but we did get the Eric Rowan story, which is a real tearjerker. So either way, I hope we get either Gacy's story, well, we know that already. Dexter. They're gonna talk about Sam Shaw. Maybe bring up his. Well, now he's divorced to Indy Hartwell. So I don't know if they're gonna bring that up. But Gacy, I hope they bring up some CCW stuff Like, oh, he was a beast back in CZW. Then he came to WWE, couldn't find his way. Then they talked about Schism a little bit, and then how that disintegrated. Then he was pretty much in limbo. Had that thing with Dijak, which I thought was decent, but not great. That spot, though, when Dijak threw Gacy off the top of a what was that? Top of a truck, like a big trucking truck. That was crazy. I felt like a CZW old school moment. All we needed was Chris Kloss go, ah! And then the other guy, someone call 911! Call it! Or if Michael Cole was there, he was like, somebody call the paramedics! That's probably the new someone call 911 thing now. But those two guys are still around, by the way. Chris Kloss is still doing XPW. And I think the other guy is still doing it with him. I don't even know that guy's name. Who cares about him, though? But it's funny when he says, just saying. But anyway, move on. Alright, so after that, we get another, guess what? A Joe Hendry narrated video on last week's tag team main event with Joe Hendry and Trick Williams, taking on Shawn Spears, the chairman of the board, and the NXT World Heavyweight Champion Ethan Page, as Hendry won the match with a choke slam on Shawn Spears to get the win. So that was nicely narrated by Mr. Joe Hendry. And that's it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to Chase U, who had a big night, who has a big night, as Duke Hudson in the main event, of all things main event, is going to be taking on Oba, Wakanda Forever, Femi, for the North American title. And also, at the, I think it's at the Bash, Roxanne Perez, is going to be defending her belt against Thea Hale, who gets another title shot for no apparent reason. So, speaking of that, Roxy walks to the back. Thea Hale is like, I gotta get you. Creepy bitch that she is. And then Duke Hudson's like, has to hold her back. And then we see her going to the ring. We see her going to the ring, and Thea Hale's like right behind her. Roxy doesn't even know it. And then we see Duke Hudson pulling her back again. Somebody stop that crazy bitch. But we got that. Alright. Then we go to Ava Rain's office, the general manager of NXT. And in comes the NXT World Heavyweight Champion, All Ego Ethan Page. He says, this is an unsafe working environment. Why? Well, this guy comes in, Ora Menzo, who's been hounding Ethan Page for weeks. He just storms in, and security has to stop him. Ava's like trying to keep the peace. He wants a title shot. Ava's like, no, because you keep attacking him week after week after week. So Ava's like, okay, I'll give you something. I'll give you a match later on. With, I forget who you faced, but in any case, Ethan Page has to defend his belt against his choice being Dante Chen. Really now? You could have picked anybody else with Dante Chen, like Idris Enofe, Malik Blade, any other jobber there. Dante Chen. Oh, just because he got a couple wins over Lexus King? And now he's like, oh, he's a superstar. No, he's still a jobber to me. He's still a jobber. I don't take this guy seriously at all. I don't. Brian Pillman could have beat him in his sleep. Yeah, I had to beat him in the third match. Which was a Singapore Cane match. Retarded that he had to win the third match out of the 3 matches they had. Come on now. That's like Cena beating Kevin Steen in their 3 matches they had. Kevin Steen won the first match on his debut, and then right after that, next pay-per-view, Cena wins. Pay-per-view after that, Cena wins. Stupid. Stupid. But that's what it is. That's WWE booking for you. But during that time, it was Vince McMahon doing that shit. Not Hunter or Shawn Michaels. But it is what it is. Alright, so Dante Chen gets a undeserved title shot at Ethan Page later on in the show. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, then we go to Roxy. Oh, yes. So Roxy comes out looking amazingly hot, as always, for a 22-year-old. So she comes out, she says, I'm tired of the lack of respect while everyone is looking at greatness when they see her. So she says, I'm on pace to shatter all the records, like Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Becky, all the champions. She brings up Charlotte Flair's name. I'm like, no. You're not going to break those records, especially Asuka's. I'm sorry. But I know somebody who might come close to that, and she brings up these two lovely ladies, Julia and Stephanie Vercour, who basically she says everyone's talking about how they are going to run her over. Yeah, you think? And she's like, oh, that's just wrong. And then she talks about Thea Hale, calls her next opponent, who's a joke, pretty much. Then, on cue, Thea Hale comes out by herself, surprisingly. And she says, I've beaten all kinds of people she was never supposed to beat. Like who? You didn't beat Tiffany Stratton, remember that? At the last bash? Because Mr. Chase threw in the towel. But anyway, moving on. She's like, I'm going to rewrite the history books. Yeah, come on, okay. So Roxy, like everybody else in the audience, laughed it off. Brings up Mr. Chase, like I said, throwing in a towel before calling Thea Hale a little girl, because she's like around her age too. But at least Roxy's a kind of better looking woman than Thea Hale, just my opinion. Anyway, then they start fighting. Thea gets the better of Roxy, locking the Kimura lock. Roxy's tapping out, then referees have to come out to break it up. So, we'll see what happens with that at the bash. I don't know what night it is. Probably on night 1, I would assume, but, I mean, we'll see. So look at that. So, at least one match is announced for the bash, and that is Roxy defending the NXT Women's Championship against Ms. Thea Hale. Roxy's going to retain, obviously, but I would not be surprised if we see either or both Stephanie Vercour and Julia. I can't wait for that. No Mercy is going to be exciting, whoever is against Roxy. I hope it's Julia first. Then you do Julia versus Stephanie Vercour at Halloween Havoc. I am salivating. My dick is hard enough. Oy. Just thinking about those matches. It was 3 matches. Well, I'm just saying. We got that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we're going to look back with the lovely Quinn McKay, or Kelly Kincaid. She's with the NXT Women's North American Champion, the lovely Kaylani Jordan, who's ready for her next challenge. Next challenges. Not challenger, but challenges. And then, she's like, Soul Rookie gave me her best shot. Beat her. So I want to see who's next. And then Wendy Choo-Choo! Creepy Wendy Choo-Choo! Comes in. Bitch. So she comes in, stares at her like awkwardly. And Kaylani's like, that was weird, right? Yeah, I was like, what word? Look at that. So it looks like Wendy Choo might be the next in line for Kaylani Jordan's title. And I think she might win it. Whew. If not her, maybe Tatum Paxley, but we'll see. Because they're look like they're forming a little union. I like it. But we move on. Alright, I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a look at the last few weeks of the whole Brooks Jensen situation, and last week coming back. via Second Chance, thanks to Shawn Michaels and Ava Raine. And then we saw him attack Javon Evans, and then get yelled at by Brooks Jensen. I mean, not Josh Briggs, I should say. Sorry. So we got that. Jensen's going to be taking on Javon Evans right after the next segment. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go to the back. I think it was in the ladies' locker room. We have Lola Vice. Oh, yes. Valerie Lloyd, I love you. But anyway, Lola Vice is there. She's like, I gave it my all against Roxy, but, I'm ready for my next opportunity, whatever is next for me. And then Fallon, don't call me Dawn Henley, the beautiful JC Jane, and my girl Jasmine Nix all come in, start mocking her, saying Lola Vice should go back to the MMA. And then later on in the show, we get a match with Lola Vice and Fallon, don't call me Dawn Henley. That's pretty much it, so we'll see what happens with that. 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. A lot of hot women in that segment, pretty much. Moving on. Alright, then we go to a 9-minute match. Brooks Jensen taking on Javon Evans, the young OG. Josh Briggs in his former partner's corner as his chaperone. Not a great match. It's also with Javon starting fast and furious, knocking Jensen to the floor. Jensen drops Evans onto the barricade. Ow. And then a quick moonsault by Javon drops Jensen. And then a spinning kick to face. Back on the inside gives Javon a near fall. They go back to the outside where Jensen drops him on the announcer's table. And then you see Javon go boing! And then you overhear Jensen go, that boy's bouncy! Well, at least his name's not Tigger. Oh, Tigger's like bouncy, 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 bouncy. That's what Tiggers do best. Anyway, we got a break. We come back. Jensen knees Javon down. Stay on those bad ribs. Because they were injured, I believe, last week. Anyway, a 1905 reverse chinlock goes on, so slow down the pace even more. Javon comes back with a super hurricane rana. Then a springboard high cross body for a near fall. And then Jensen hits the neutralizer. That's Claudio's move for a near fall. And then the chairman of the board, Sean Spears, comes out, only for Jensen to go outside as Briggs was going after Sean Spears. Jensen calls Briggs off, and Evans uses that distraction to hit a big flippy dibbity-doo. Then he goes up top, hits that top rope, kind of like almost like a springboard. Bang! Stop using my move. He gets to win in exactly 9 minutes. Match was alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Jensen gets all pissy and jumps Javon after the match, but Josh Briggs has to pull him off to stop him for more damage. And at the end of the show, it does not get better for Mr. Jensen and Briggs. But we'll talk about that a little bit. Alright, we got that. Alright, then we go to one of my favorite parts of the show. He can't come out right now, but my cousin, my legit cousin, by the way, the Heritage Champion, Tony D'Angelo, gets you a Chicken Parmesan Hero. Well, gets me a Chicken Parmesan Hero for, you know how much? $2. For you, $10.50. But Tony D's playing cards with the rest of the family, the concierge, Luca Crucifino, who lives on the second floor. Lives downstairs from you. You don't know it. You never heard that song by Suzanne Vega, Luca? Oh, you suck. We can't be friends either because you were not born in the 80s. So, fuck you. So he's there with Rizzo. So he's there with Rizzo and Stax. They're all playing cards on the poker, whatever they're playing. And then Charlie Dempsey comes in, mentions putting someone, meaning Damon Kemp, in the trunk last week, but says somebody saw him, meaning Matty Gronkowski. So him and Tony are kind of like forming a deal, because Tony has been known to send people up the river. Yes, boys, anyone? So Charlie's like, all right, what happens if somebody saw me? So, Tony D suggests that Dempsey kill them too. Uh-oh. Maddie. My girl, Maddie. No, not her. So Charlie has to say it was a woman. So Tony's like, that makes it a little bit more complicated. So maybe Rizzo does something to Maddie Winkowski. I don't know. But Maddie, you should have not. You should have left. You should have not been there, Maddie. So now you're about to probably swim with the fishes too, which is not good. But we move on with that. All right, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. We move on. All right, then we have see. I think it was Kelly Kincaid talking to Dante Chen, who's ready for his title shot that he does not deserve. Alright, so we got that. Alright, then we go to the locker room, the men's locker room. We have Witty Shamon. He's there, he's on the phone. He's FaceTiming Ilya Dragunov of all people. Talks about needing, he's like, I lost the title, I need it back, how do I get it back? So Ilya tells him, just go do it. Just go out there, get your title, hit your rematch, and win the belt back again. And then, we see Pete fucking Dunne watching on. Because now he's the bruiserweight. Mr. Pete fucking Dunne. So he's there, and, Trick asks him for advice. And Pete Dunne's like, figure it out, dude. Are we gonna see a Trick Willie Pete Dunne match coming out of this? I wouldn't put it past it. I think it would be a good match, but we'll see. And we got that. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Dante Chen in his first major title match against Ethan Page. This match sucked. 4-minute match. Yeah, Dante got a few moves in. Nothing much. But no, really didn't take Ethan Page to his limit. Not even close to it. But anyway, Ethan Page wins with the Ego's Edge. 1, 2, 3, he retains the belt. Big goddamn whoop. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Ora Menza comes in, takes Ethan Page down with some type of maneuver. What a maneuver! So he hits that. Then he pins him and he counts 1, 2, 3, which really doesn't count. But all right, so we got that. So it looks like they're leading up to Ora Menza versus Ethan Page at the Bash for the NXT World Title. We all know Ethan Page is going to win that. But right now, I can only see maybe Trick winning the belt back, or who knows who's going to win the belt back. It has to be a face, obviously. So it's going to be Trick Willie. Anybody? Well, it's not going to be Ora Menza, obviously. So I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that as we go to the Bash and beyond. That's that. Alright, then we get a video for Duke Hudson and Oba Femi. That's later on. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Gallus, them boys. Not them boys, but we see the Gallus boys. They're all annoyed at, well, once again, we say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry, who, say his name and he appears as Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry comes in, says, well, I'm going to be sticking around NXT for a little bit, which makes the fans and me and everybody else very happy. And Shawn Michaels, too. But those ratings. Anyway. So then, I think it was Joe Coffey says, well, maybe NXT would think of Gallus when they hear about Scotland, that they believe a little bit more. Because Joe Hendry's from Scotland. The only good person from Scotland. Well, besides Roddy Piper and Teal, and his family, of course. You know, his daughter, almost said Thea, Teal Piper. A lot of other people from Scotland are good, Drew McIntyre, but there's certain people that do live in Scotland that can pretty much kiss my ass. But that's another story for another time. That's that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the ladies. And we have Izzy Dame, Braun Breaker's new girlfriend, by the way. Lucky you. Takes on the creepy Daphne wannabe, Tatum Paxley. Speaking of Daphne, check out my last video. I said happy birthday to Daphne. I got her age wrong. That's my botch. That's my bad. That's on me. She is 39. I said 37 in the video, but I edited the title. And then I put the little note in the description box. She's 39. She's not 37, as I said in the video. So, my bad, my botch. So, I take accountability for that botch. And then Daphne had to yell in my ear, while I was sleeping. She haunted me in my dreams. Daddy, I'm 39! I'm like, God damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm sorry. Okay. Don't scream in my ear. My ears are bad as it is. After hearing more screaming from the missus when I lay down that pipe. You know what I mean? But we move on. Alright, so this was a 4-minute match. Back and forth they went. Dame hits a backbreaker for an air fall. And then we get an over-the-shoulder backbreaker. That was pretty nice. And then Wendy choo-choo comes out for the distraction, which allows Tatum to get a knee to the ribs. Ow. Izzy tries to charge and hits the ring post. Ow, even more. Then Tatum hits the psycho trap. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Tatum Paxley gets the win thanks to her new best friend, Wendy Choo Choo. Alright, so I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Tatum goes outside to meet up with Wendy Choo Choo and puts the head on the doll, basically. You just tore it off and then she put it back on. That was creepy. But I like this creepy tag team that might be coming around, maybe going after the women's tag team belts. You have Wendy Choo Choo and Tatum Paxley. I like it. I think one of them might be the next women's North American champion. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. Alright, moving on. Alright, then once again we go to the back with Chase U firing up Duke Hudson before his main event match with Oba. Get that. Alright, then we go to look like catering. You have Cedric Alexander and Ashanti the Adonis, who pretty much made their debut in NXT. Well, now in NXT, pretty much full time. I don't know, but anyway, they're there and they're walking through that catering backstage area, and pretty much Ashanti's like looking at all the hot ladies. Some of them are giving him the eye and everything. They want the the BBC, of course. So Cedric's trying to get him into the game. He's like, stop, not that. And then they come up to Jakara, Miss Jackson if you're nasty, and my girl, Lash Legend. Oh, those hot ebony ladies. I like to beat a cream in their Oreo cookie, if you know what I mean. So they're there. Ashanti's trying to get with them. Not gonna happen. Because you gotta fight me first. And Trick Willie. But it is what it is. So they're trying to get with them. And then Ora Menza is like, no. Like, you can't have them. You have to go through me to get them, basically. So Ora Menza's, sticking up for, the hot ebony sisters of Meta-4. Sadly that Mr. Noam Dar is still out with that I think it's injured leg or whatever he injured. But hopefully he'll be back by the end of the year, but we'll see. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to JC Jane and Lola Vaisese. Pretty much an under 3-minute match. Did I say under 3 minutes? Anyway, Jasmine Nix at ringside. Not much of a match, really. A low super kick lets JC go after the bad hand of Lola. I didn't even know she hurt her hand, but okay. Don't answer that. Lola gets back up with those rapid-fire MMA-style kicks. JC kicks her in the face, but then gets caught with a spinning back fist. Really quick pin. 1, 2, 3. Referee. Anyway, so we get a quick pin. I think this match might have been cut for time. I don't know. But anyway, Lola gets the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Fallon, don't call me, did the Don Henley jumps Lola from behind. And so Sol Ruka, the Russian Surfer Girl, and Carmen Petrovich running for the save. And guess what we get out of that? A 6-woman tag team match next week. Aww. Excuse me. So, we got all that. I didn't even have to call Teddy Long for that player. And if it wasn't made, there might have been, I might have to have a talk with Teddy, but then again, he might say, Mr. Joseph, I'm gonna put you in a match, you're going one-on-one with The Undertaker! No! Undertaker's my friend! He's the GOAT! He is the GOAT of the modern era. Not of all time. All time is, in my eyes, Hogan, but... brother. But modern era, I'm talking about, pretty much Attitude Era on, Taker. And then people are like, what about Cena? Fuck Cena. What about Roman? Roman's a close number 2. I have to be honest. I even asked Issa, it's like, who's the greatest of all time? She says Roman, of course. Because she's a simp for Roman. But in any case, I said, I think Taker is a little bit better than Roman. Statistically. Well, not world title statistically, but I just think, and Roman and Taker passed the torch to Roman at WrestleMania 33. I know that. I know Roman, along with Moxley and Seth Rollins, put Taker through a table. I know that. I know. But man, I would have loved for another Taker-Roman Reigns match. Taker now, if he wasn't, old and pretty much brittle, but if he had one more match in him, I would love to see Taker versus Roman. One more time. I don't care if Roman beats him again. I just want to see Taker, Hall of Famer. The great man that he is. The Phenom. Which was pretty much what I liked about the Attitude Era was just Taker. Old school Taker, probably one of my favorite Takers, Ministry Taker. I didn't like Badass Taker, American Badass Taker. I didn't really like the gimmick that much. And it was short-lived anyway, because Taker went back to being Phenom Taker. And there was a few years he came back, briefly as American Badass Taker. Especially his final I think his final WrestleMania match against AJ, where he basically came out as Taker, but then, when he ended the match and he rolled out to Metallica's All Nightmare. I think it was All Nightmare Long, or I know it was Metallica, but I forgot what song. I think it was All Nightmare Long, or not Fade Up, For Whom the Bell Tolls. And he's riding out on a bike like he's Biker Taker. That was epic. I freaking marked out. And I was like, oh. I had tears coming down my eyes, too, because I was so epic. I was like, I'm never going to see Taker again. Except at WrestleMania. Except at the Hall of Fame induction. That was another tearjerker, too. It was great, too. But Taker is, in my eyes, Taker is the GOAT of the modern era. Not of all time. Modern era. I'm talking about, I would say 90s. I'd say, around Attitude Era time, pretty much to, not till now, but I'd say to 2016. And then you look from 2017 to now, Roman wasn't the GOAT yet then, but now, he's pretty much the GOAT. I mean, you put Cena there in the final years, but fuck him anyway. But pretty much anybody else from 2017 on has been better than Roman. Nobody. Not even Cena himself. Brock, same thing. Brock Lesnar. Nobody. The GOAT of the WWE in the new era. I don't even know what you can call it now. The new era, the reality era, the Triple H era. It's Roman. That's a fact. But before 2016, Taker all the way. Don't give me the shit that, Cena held more belts than him, Cena was better. No, Cena was driven down our throats during the PG era from 2008 on. Yeah, he was good. I liked him as the Doctor of Dunganomics John Cena. I actually liked that gimmick. But when he turned into PG, hi kids, you can see me, shit, I was like, oh, this guy sucks. Like, get him off my TV screen. When he got injured, I liked it. I didn't care. I didn't care if I got heat for, making fun of his injuries. I didn't give a shit. I was like, thank God, now I don't have to see him on TV for the next, I was hoping 6 months, but then he came back in 4, came back in 3, 4, because he used to eat a lot of super spinach. Kind of like what Bianca Belair does now, but Bianca had her time, and then now it's gone. Now it's pretty much Jade, but Jade had a moment at WrestleMania, with the Royal Rumble. Then they had the moment at WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania or Payback? I think it was WrestleMania Payback, I think, when they won the women's tag team belts from my girls, Asuka and Kairi, but then pretty much lost them. They lost them at Clash of the Castle to the Unholy Union. And now, really, Jade's not doing much. Bianca, not doing much. They want to get those belts back, but they're not doing anything. And I thought we were going to get Bianca versus Jade at SummerSlam. I don't even think we're going to get that at SummerSlam. We might get it at Bash of Berlin. I know it's overseas, and I'd rather have it in the States on a major pay-per-view. But God forbid, WWE logic and booking, they're going to put it at, like, Bad Blood or some shit. I'm like, Bianca and Jade screams like a WrestleMania or a Survivor Series. Or any of the major pay-per-views, but like if they put it on a B-level pay-per-view like Payback or Clash of the Castle or Money in the Bank, I'm like, no. I mean, it's still a great match, no doubt about that, but that screams major match at one of the big 4. Are we gonna get it this year? I don't know. If not this year, maybe by I don't know about the Rumble next year, or maybe next year's WrestleMania 41, but we shall see what happens next. Alright, we got that. Yeah. Alright, so Carmen and Sol Ruca save Lola Vice from a pretty much a 3-on-1 beatdown, so we got a 6-woman tag team match next week on the program. That's it. Alright, then we go to the back. Kaylani Jordan runs into Tatum Paxley, who has the doll. Creepy. And Tatum's like, do you want to play dolls with me? And Jordan's like, I think we're a little bit old for those dolls there, Tatum. And then she leaves, thinks that's all creepy and awkward. And then Tatum pulls out another doll, which looks like Kaylani Jordan. I think we're going to get that match at the Bash. We could see a new champion, but we'll see. That's that. Alright, so 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Ethan Page, the NXT World Heavyweight Champion. He's about to leave the building, but then the anonymous interviewer asks him some questions, asking if what happened with Ora Mensa pinning him bothered him. You say, no, it's not bothering me. It's not bothering me at all. Ora Mensa doesn't bother me at all. Him pinning me doesn't bother me. Yeah. Nice lie. Alright, so we got that 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And then we go to a tag team match player. A little grudge match. These two teams have been kind of arguing and fighting over the last couple weeks. OTM. Actually, it's not a tag team match. It's a mixed 6-man tag team match. So we have OTM. We have Lucian Price. Bronco Nima and the lovely Jada Parker taking on the OC. Just shoot me for the love of God. And that's Gallows Anderson and the beautiful Mia Yim. Match was 6 minutes exactly. Didn't really interest me that much. And traditional mixed tag team rules. Women face the women, men face the men. Hate that shit. But anyway, well, the OC get a little bit of revenge after OTM beat him last week, I believe, as Gallows and Anderson hit the Magic Killer, finishing up Bronco Nima in exactly 6 minutes. Match I didn't give two fucks about. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Hopefully this feud ends, but I doubt it. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Catch Point 3.1 all talking amongst themselves about trying to get the Heritage Cup back and everything. And then Maddie Rankowski comes in and says, "Hey, can I be a part of your group?" In exchange for me keeping silent about what I saw in the parking lot last week. So Mr. Ego's son, Charlie Dempsey's like, "Nope, that ain't happening." And then she almost gets into a legit fight with Miles Bourne. And she's like, "I'll get in this group somehow." So basically, the wannabe version of Tony D's family. I think it's ridiculously dumb for Maddie to not even be in this group. Do your own thing, get out of the group. Just have fun on NXT Level Up. I hate to say that, but because she's my girl and all, and I've seen her wrestle in the indie circuit. Fan favorite. You know, but she goes to NXT. Basically, they change her name from Maddie Rankowski to Ren Sinclair. What's her name? Ren Sinclair, which I think is a ridiculously stupid name. Yeah, they use her last name, well, part of it, Rankowski, and they just use Ren. Like, Ren and Stimpy, you idiot! Hey, Ren, can we do the Happy Happy Joy Joy dance? Happy Happy Joy Joy. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Anyway. You idiot. Stimpy, you idiot! I almost said it like murky. I don't know why I did that, but I'd like to see Ren and Stimpy go at it one-on-one with Murky Dismal of Rainbow Bright. But I know Lurky Dismal will be in the corner of Murky, of course. Murky, I'll be in the corner, Murky! And Ren will just have Stimpy. He'll just like pick his nose doing half the match and not do anything. And Ren's like, "Stimpy, help me, you idiot!" And then Stimpy's like, "Oh, okay, Ren." And he calls for the match and Murky wins. Stimpy, you idiot! And that's all, pretty much it. So yes, it looks like Maddie Rankowski might join it with Catchpoint 3.1 as a heel faction going up against the family. So you'll probably see Maddie Rankowski versus Rizzo. I kind of called that from the beginning, like I said that before. So we got that. Let me move on. Alright, so 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to a video from a club somewhere in Orlando, I guess. We see DJ Nightwolf, Eddie Thorpe, DJing, and he gets attacked by Mr. Lexus King. They get into a big, humongous fight, and then they have to get pulled apart. So this feud continues on that I don't give two fucks about. Alright, so we got that. Let me move on. Okay. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening for the North American title. The big man, Oba, Wakanda Forever. Who? Femi. Taking on Duke Hudson of Chase U. He's there with pretty much everybody in Chase U. Rich Holland, Rich Holland was in that, he stopped, Thea from doing more damage to Roxy in that segment. I forgot to mention that. But he's there with Mr. Chase, Riley Osborne, and Thea Hale. Actually, it's a pretty good ending. Pretty good match, I should say. It's also with Oba just powering Duke to start. Powers out of a basic headlock, grabs one of his own, then a hard shoulder tackle, drops Duke, who takes the shirt off, gets a little more serious. Can I be more serious for a minute? Anyway, like Storm. Duke then hits a DDT into a running clothesline to the floor, as we're gonna break, doing fired up, fans are like, eh. Anyway, come back from break. Oba knocks Duke into the corner and gets a near fall of a Kevin Nash style side slam. Duke fights his way back, and then he's slugged away in the middle of that ring. And then Duke does the chase you, C-H-A-S-E, what does spell chase you? Elbow to face. And then a German suplex gives Duke a near fall. And then a crucifix out of a fire's carry, interesting, gets a near fall. Oba goes right back with a choke slam, a mean old choke slam for a near fall. Puts Duke up top, only to have Duke hit a sunset flip bomb. Ouch. And then Oba comes back, knocks Duke to the outside, and then over the announcer's table. Did I hit Vic Joseph? Damn. So that was that. And then, really, in case you couldn't do anything, because I get disqualified. And then, Oba's going crazy. He gets back in the ring, shoots Duke off, hits that Kevin Steen style pop-up powerbomb, which is now called Fall from Grace. Nice little freaking, lots of bands use that lyric. I think there's a song called Fall from Grace too. I gotta look that up. Anyway, his Fall from Grace, the pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of that ring. 11.5 minute match. Oba retains. You really thought he was gonna lose to Duke? No. I don't even know who's facing Oba right for the next shot right now. I don't think anybody can beat him right now. He's gonna have like one of those Athena type reigns. Like nobody, he beats everybody. They'll have to call somebody from the main roster to come down. Like my gal's gonna be Braun Breaker, but I would love to see that though. But two big beefy men slapping meat in that ring. I think it's gonna be Pete Dunne from what the storylines are looking like. But I think Pete Dunne has to get through Trick. So we got that. And if you notice, when Oba wins, he puts the title in his mouth, like Pete Dunne did when he won the NXT UK Championship, and the tag titles. I think the North American title too. I could be wrong on that, but anyway. So I think that's going to be the next major title defense for Oba coming up. Probably at the Bash or maybe at No Mercy, but we'll see. Anyway, so Oba, Wakanda Forever. He gets the win, retains the belt. Good match, 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. He celebrates after the match. And then we go to the after match segment, where everybody's in the parking lot. The dreaded parking lot. Oh, great, we're going to get a murder. Everybody's going to get killed in the parking lot. Because, the parking lot's never safe. So anyway, everybody's out in the parking lot because it looks like a block party. So, Briggs and Jensen come out. They're leaving the building. Briggs is trying to talk some sense into Jensen, telling him, this is how you lost. Why are you getting so upset about it? This is why you lost, because you acted like a dick. So then Jensen's like, oh, you want to, okay, you want to do something about it? How about next week you meet me in that ring, and it's going to be no DQ. Ooh. That's going to be a hard-hitting slobber knocker of a match next week, and that pretty much ends the show. Alright, so we got that. And nobody, and I mean nobody, was hurt in the parking lot. But who did Jensen get in the car with? That's probably his wife. His real-life wife. I'm not saying storyline wife, because he doesn't have one, because he's a virgin. But away from NXT, he's not a virgin, obviously, because he has a wife, or a girlfriend, or whatever it is. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so that's it. I gave that final segment 3 out of 5 stars. Overall, NXT this week, not that great. But still, the Joe Hendry factor, bumps it up a little bit. Not too much. But anyway, I gave NXT, I think, a respectable 6.25 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you motherfuckers thought of the show in a comment down below. But keep it respectful. Like I said, if you leave me stupid comments, bye-bye, so long, farewell. You get sentenced to the Shadow Realm. Never to be heard again. But actual comments like, oh, it was a great show, Joe Hendry's great, this and that, I'll keep those up. Anything else depends on the severity of the comment. And then, pretty much, if it's bad, you go bye-bye. If it's decent and not that bad, it's not cringeworthy, I might keep it up for a little bit. But you know, I might post like warning, you know, it's like don't leave stupid comments again because you get blocked. You don't like it, too bad. So if you reply to me with an obnoxious comment after that, after I reply to you, if I do reply to you, then if it's an obnoxious comment back, then I'm gonna like bye. And then you can go on and on about me not you know, me being a pussy, but I get a lot of it, and not taking constructive criticism. I mean, I heard it all before for 15 years. I don't give a shit. You can't respect my channel and respect the rules on my channels, then you don't deserve to be on my channel. You will get blocked every single time. Other people have done it. Everybody's basically done it on their channels. Some just, I don't know why they do it, but they let all these, and good people too, they let these trolls just, you know, just on their channel, just talking shit about them. And then eventually they block them. Yeah, they block them after like a year or two. Like, why are they still on the channel? They're hounding you with bullshit. They're like, oh, I don't listen to it. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's great and all, but still, if they're gonna spam your comment section with the same fucking comment in every video, it's gonna get to the point where, you know, your phone's blown up because you have the notifications go to your phone and everything. Your phone's gonna be blown up 15, 20, 30, 50, 100 times a day. It's insane. Just stop. Just block them and hide them, and that's it. They won't come back again unless they make another stupid account. And then just keep going. I know it's going to get repetitive and dumb because these people just make fake accounts after fake account after fake account because they have no lives, they get no pussy, and they have no job. It's a simple fact. But what I do, I try to keep a tight ship here. I have a zero tolerance policy. If you're going to call me names and call me and other people names, then I'm just going to block you. I'm not going to go back and forth with a bunch of 20 to 30-year-old schmucks that live at home with their mama and supposedly have jobs, live in mansions, have kids. They don't prove that. And then they come back at me and say, oh, you don't show proof of your PS5, which I already did that. Say, oh, you don't show the wedding ring and anything like that. Show that way long ago. I have pictures still from my freaking engagement party. I still have it on my Facebook page somewhere. But you won't find it. But it is what it is. But in any case, I've shown everything basically. Some of it I keep private because I have private stuff. But I'm not going to show a 21 to 29-year-old schmuck, or even older than that. Some ugly redneck schmuck that looks like a fucking rat or a fucking douchebag. You know, fucking meth head. I'm not going to show you shit. I don't have to. I don't have to prove anything to you. Who are you? Nothing to me, basically. You're nothing to me. You think you're tough? You're not tough. I never said I was tough, but I will defend myself if I have to. In real life, I will if I have to, but I don't feel the need to. And you can call me a pussy for calling cops on people. I don't give a shit. I did the right thing, so I'll do it again too if I had to. Yeah. Speaking of cops, you know, freaking Zuzu's like, ah! Yeah, I know. I know. I have to give Susan some treats. She just got up. But anyway, because she woke up Rose on that. She's going to the bathroom. Yeah, I'll end it in a minute. Shut up. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. I'm gonna go feed my pussy cat, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. It's late, and yeah, I gotta finish work tomorrow, so I gotta do some work tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. Then I'm gonna enjoy my weekend, pretty much watching wrestling and sports, and that's it. I got nowhere to go. I can't because, God forbid, I have COVID. Can't really do it. Plus, I'm still kind of sick, so I want to try to just take the weekend off. Next weekend, I definitely have plans. I'll change my plans to next week. So, next weekend, yeah. I was really supposed to be taking my break on Sunday. Like I said, my vacation plans got changed. The people I was going to see on the West Coast, they had some things coming up. They had some things that came up, some serious stuff. So I was like, okay, take care of your shit, and we'll set up something else. So we set it up for the week before All In. So that week, the week before All In, which is the 25th. So the weekend behind that, which is the 18th, I will be pretty much out of here. So, well, before that, that Sunday before, which I think is the 11th. So, 6 days I will be away in the middle of August. So no videos. I will be tweeting here and there with Raw, SmackDown, and all that other shit. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. So I will be tweeting, but I will not be doing videos. I might be in Joe Cronin's chat here and there, maybe Wrestling Inc. or Issa's chat and everything like that. Trying to get the Wrestling Cat, come here, baby. Come here, Bridgie. Here she comes. So, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You want to be on TV? No? You want to eat? Okay. Alright. I'll feed you in a second. Alright. Wrestling Cat doesn't want to be on TV today. She's doing good. I have to take her to the vet eventually, but I have to go to the vet on Monday to get her medication. But it is what it is. You know how those vet bills are. They are just through the roof. Even if you have pet insurance, some of those pet insurance companies, like every other insurance company, like your health insurance company, they don't cover pretty much everything. You know, thankfully, mine, when I got my my little minor back surgery, it was covered. I was like, thank the Lord, I don't have to pay like 6 arms and 2 legs, for that crap. But I think major surgery, that might pretty much put me out of business. You know what I mean? But I have to see what happens with that. So I'm trying to avoid a major type of surgery, like back surgery, which I'm hoping not. But my back's starting to, it has its days where it's really bad, and then other days it starts so bad and it starts progressively getting better because I do a little light exercises. I go for a little bit of walks when it's a nice day, even if it's a hot day. I go for a little bit of a walk to kind of get the circulation in my legs and my back. I mean, it is what it is, and pretty much I still think it's from my feet. My podiatrist said I have flat feet. One of my legs is shorter than my left leg is shorter than my right leg by this much, like millimeters. So I have like a little bit of the Raven syndrome. And I think that's probably why I have so much sciatica in my leg. And I go for a lot of physical therapy on my back and pretty much my legs. It's the way it is. But I'm trying to do a lot more physical therapy. I went back to DDPY. I have to call it DDPY because you can't call it DDP yoga anymore. Your mama's yoga. If you say that to DDP, he might have to hurt you. It's not DDP yoga. It's DDPY. So whatever it is, but it's still yoga to me. But it's good stuff. I've been doing a lot of. Get up with her. Doing that, trying to get the kinks out of my shoulders and a little bit of my back. So I've been doing that about 15 minutes a day. So, twice a day. So I do that in the morning, and then I do it pretty much after I eat. Probably not before I go to bed, but I don't do it during wrestling, but I don't want to. But I do it, when I have some time off, I have my sensible dinner, watch wrestling, and then maybe a couple hours after that, then I'll just throw on. I don't have to even throw on the DVD. I just do my exercise I did that day, and then I'm done in 15 minutes, and then while Rose is watching Netflix or whatever she's doing, then I'll go in the shower just to wash off the sweat and everything, and then maybe lay in bed and then wait for Rose to come back and have some hot monkey sex or whatever, or just take a nap. And then whatever happens after that. That's pretty much it. Alright, anyway. So, NXT, 6.25 out of 10 stars. It was an show. So we'll see what happens this Tuesday on the Go Home episode of NXT, right before the Great American Bash 2-night event starting July the 27th at 8 p.m. live on Sci-Fi. This for the 27th and the following week, August the 6th, I believe. So we got that. So tune your DVRs accordingly a week from Tuesday. Just for 2 weeks. That's that. And also, don't forget, next Saturday is AEW Battle of the Belts coming right after I believe a live edition of Collision. So got that. That should be fun and exciting. So set your DVR for that at 10 o'clock. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, tomorrow we got SmackDown and Rampage. SmackDown should be decent. We got Carmelo Hayes, him, taking on Andrade one-on-one. More with the whole Cody and the fake bloodline situation. Now that Randy's hurt, who knows if he's injured. You know, Kevin Owens, had to deal with his mom. I don't know I hope she's still alive. I haven't heard anything about that yet. So Kevin might be back this week. Who knows? Randy might be out of the equation right now. I mean, let's see what happens with that. But, Solo and the Bloodline, and the fake-ass fuck Bloodline, I should say, still running amok on SmackDown. Cody looking for revenge this week. We'll have to see what happens with that as we are getting closer and closer to SummerSlam. We're about 3 weeks from Saturday for the biggest party of the summer in Cleveland Stadium, home of the Browns, in Cleveland, Ohio. And that's pretty much it. The home, by the way, Cleveland is also the home of the Cavaliers, the Guardians, still call them the Indians, and, as we all know, the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. So that's what it is, a dump. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, I am definitely out of here now. I will see you guys tomorrow for TNA and Ring of Honor, sometime in the early afternoon. And also my tribute to Bob Newhart. So, 2 videos coming your way definitely tomorrow. Possibly a third one for SmackDown and Rampage. And if anything else comes up tomorrow, maybe, just maybe, you might see me again. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. But have a great weekend starting tomorrow. Be safe and be well. Stay safe from the weather. If there's going to be thunderstorms around or just oppressive heat. Stay dry. Well, stay dry if you're, stay inside for the thunderstorms. You don't want to get hit by lightning and all that shit. Stay wet, all you ladies. And, that's it. Just be safe and be well, and that's it. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Until next time. Peace, bitches.